Okay, so we are live. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Today I have a special guest. She's one of my favorites in our team and our community. Karen Nguyen. Hello, Karen. How are you?
I'm good, Erin. How are you? Thank you so much for having me here today. I'm very excited to be here and share my journey with you and your audience.
Thank you so much for accepting my invitation. It's my pleasure. Thank you so much. I know you have, your time is not too much and it's too short and you are so busy. And I will do this very quick. I will ask you a few questions and let's start.
Sure.
Tell us about yourself. When you start this business, where are you from, and what are you doing now?
Great, great. Yeah. So, as Erin introduced, my name is Karen, and I live here in British Columbia, Canada. So, that's sort of on the west coast of Canada. I am a mom, married with two kids, and by profession, I work as a dental technician. And prior to starting this business, I actually own my own small dental lab that I actually run out of my own home. And I think for many people thinking, owning your own business, being your own boss and working from home is like an ideal situation, which I thought as well. That's why I started my own dental lab. But as a small business owner, it was hard. It was hard being a brick and mortar. And I ended up working really, really long hours. Like, I'm saying like 12 to 16 hours a day sometime and even 7 days a week. So, I mean, if you could imagine, then that really leaves me with really like zero time left for myself or my kids. And I think as a mom, I think many moms can resonate. It's heartbreaking, right? To be there but not be able to have the time to spend with your kids. And it's just so it's heartbreaking to have to say no to them every time they ask me to do something. And time is going by fast, but life is expensive, so I just felt really stuck. I still have to keep working so we can pay our bills, pay our mortgage, provide for my family, but at the same time I know I'm losing those precious moments with my kids, right? Because time is just, it's not going to stop for me. And that's when I realized, if I don't do something different, I'm probably going to look back in a few years and have like lots of regrets that I missed out so much time with my kids. So I searched, I looked for ways, I looked for opportunities where we can still, provide a comfortable lifestyle for my family, but without sacrificing all of my time. But I think there's really nothing out there because I consider starting a different business. But of course, I still going to need me to leave the house, so that's not going to work. It seemed like there was no other solution, so I just continue with my lab and just figure maybe this is the way it is. This is life, right? Like we all need to work, but then I thank goodness, like dear God must have listened to my prayer because that's when I found this business. Like I wasn't looking for an online business because I'm not tech savvy, and it's really not on my list of things to do to help me solve my situation. But when I found this business, I I took a leap of faith. It was a huge leap of faith because I told you I'm not technical and I'm not good with computer, but I kind of knew maybe God guide me here, and I need to give this a try. I need to try something different if I want to see different results in my life. And fast forward 2.5 years later, I'm so happy and so grateful that I listened to my gut, listened to my instinct, and did this business because it was completely out of my comfort zone. But I did it because I had a big why. I really wanted to have that time with my kids. So this business was able to provide that for us. I didn't need to give up all my time to run a business because thanks to our amazing pre-built automated system that it continued to run for me in the background so I can have back the time with my kids. I'm currently still running my dental lab, but I'm able to kind of slow that down so that gives me more time for my kids and more my family. So that is kind of my story and why I became an online business owner, because to be honest, I'm just an ordinary mom just looking for ways to provide for my family and also have the time for my kids.
Yeah. So, there is still a lot of people skeptical about the digital world and the online business and everything online. So, what are you saying for these people, especially that are still skeptical and sit in their comfort zone and don't want to go out of this and see the new world, the digital world, and the online, especially these days, everything goes online.
You know what? I totally get it. I totally like completely understand because it's kind of the honest truth out there. There's lots of opportunity out there. And of course, online is sort of an untapped space. And also because of that, there's a lot of scams out there, which scares a lot of people, right? And I think the other thing is most people are not technical. They don't have the computer skills. So they just feel like that's something that's not for them, because that's what I used to believe too, like the myth that you need to be computer whiz to make money online, right? And our community has proven that, like, totally opposite. Like, we have thousands of everyday mom like myself and Erin here, just being able to follow our simple training and get our business up and running and able to generate a comfortable earning from the comfort and the safety of our home, especially during time like this. So I think as, I guess, human, that is just our ways of protecting ourselves, right? Being skeptical, because otherwise we'd get ourselves into a lot of trouble. So it's perfectly fine to be skeptical, but I mean, at the end of the day, I still encourage you to actually be skeptical, but at the same time, do your homework, do your research, do your due diligence, and investigate or look into the different opportunities that you come across to see if it's legitimate or if it's a fit for you. Because this may be a fit for myself and Erin here, but it may not be for you. But until you get all the information, all the detail about the ins and out and how the business work, then you kind of can't make that judgment that it's not for you. And after you find out all the info and you realize it's not for you, then that's perfectly fine. At least you have done that part and you can move on and look for something else, rather than kind of looking back with regrets or what if, right? What if I tried that business? How would life be? And I know it's scary to do something outside of our comfort zone, because no one likes to live in a world that is with uncertainty, right? We like things to be predictable. But if things were predictable, then we'll just be in the exact same place, because I mean, there's a really old saying, so cliche, but nothing, in order to see a different results, you need to try something different. So I know stepping out of your comfort zone, trying something new is super scary. We've been there, and we can totally relate and resonate with if you're going through that at all. But the amazing thing is the support of this community is amazing. It's fantastic. And the thing that makes me feel comfortable, because I know that I'm getting guidance from people that are actually, that was where I was when I started. So they're not going to look down on you and think, oh my goodness, you're kind of so dumb, you don't know this, right? Because I know I did it when I started. So I totally understand. It's okay, but as long as you have that desire for a change, a hunger for, make a change in your life, or to provide for your kids a better life, and the desire to, and the willingness to learn and be coachable, then this business is can be for you. Because that's all we ask, is that you don't need to have the technical skill, you don't need to have a business background, but you do need a strong motivation and a strong desire for a change. And that's what's going to propel you, and that's what's going to push you through when things get hard. Because it's not all going to be all rainbows and sunshine, to be honest, right? Because anything in life comes with a cost or a price. Nothing really is for free, right? So it's going to take dedication, it's going to take commitment, it's going to take work. But so if you are ready to make a change and put in those effort and those time and those work, then this could be a life-changing opportunity for you. But it's not a get rich quick. So if you're looking for something that's going to make you fast money with no work, then this is not it. Because I honestly, people who do get scammed are those that are looking for an easy way out. And life is hard. There's no easy way.
Business, like any business out there is not overnight business. No way. Who will tell you there is an overnight business? So this is the scam. We are not telling people that it's an overnight business. It's a business that needs work, that needs time, but still, you will own your time. You will be your own boss. And as you said, Karen, and I always went live and said to my audience, do your homework. You can go, nothing to lose in the first step. Go do your research, get your all information about this business, and you can know that if this business fits you or not fits you. And then you can know that you can go back or you can go in this business. And there's something about that. Oh my God, I forgot that one, but I still know that. There's a lot of people comes and go out. They see that it's not their business, but they didn't lose anything. They just get all the information, nothing to be afraid or skeptical about this, and then you can decide if this is for you or not for you. I want to thank you so much, Karen, for sharing your journey with us, for sharing your experience of this business. And I want to wish you a happy week ahead, happy Monday, and happy rest of week. And to all the people that showing us now, watching us, thank you for everyone, and for all the people that will to us after later. And thank you so much. Don't wait. This opportunity is knocked your door, so go do your research, do your homework, as Karen say, and then get your decision. Thank you, everyone, and see you later. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.